We now have a way to explore the ages of living individuals in our dataset, but what about those who have died? We could plot a new histogram on a separate page, but a better option is to have it on the same axis as our living ages so that we can compare them. As you can see here, count of death age has been added to the rows shelf to create another plot on the same page, but we have an empty graph. That's because we need to manually create our bin field for death age. Right-click on death age and select Create Bins. Then choose our age n bins parameter as the size of bins value. Return to the newly created death age bins field, right-click and select Convert to Continuous. Now we can add our new death age bin field to the column shelf to see our histogram. If we right-click on the second measure in both the columns and the rows shelf and select Dual Axis, we'll be able to see both histograms overlaid. We see that the two histograms have very different scales, which is misleading because they're measuring the same thing. Right-click on either y-axis and select Synchronize Axis. Then do the same for the x-axis. Any filters you now apply to your histogram will affect both plots, which is why we had to create the separate calculated fields for living and death ages rather than filtering general age by whether someone was alive or dead.